Prosimo announced a new suite of full-stack cloud-native networking solutions today. Virtual Transit Builder allows teams to drag and drop network connections to onboard services and applications to speed development. Cloud Tracer gives your troubleshooting teams a visual way of identifying issues quickly and understanding how those issues impact other areas of your cloud environment. Lastly, the Adaptive Service Insertion solution makes it easy to deploy security policies without human error. Tom, you're our networking nerd. You had a chance to talk to Prosimo this week. What do you think about these new tools?
Yeah, I did get the chance to sit down with them on Monday and talk to them about this before it went out live. I'm kind of interested at their take on the whole cloud native networking, multi-cloud type of thing. When I talked to their team, they said, a lot of companies will tell you that they do cloud networking. And what they mean is that you're going to have to install our stack on top of everything that's there. And you're basically going to have to use our virtual routers to manage your infrastructure, and VNets and VPCs are just kind of a thing that happen, and we don't really want to deal with those. Prosimo, on the other hand, said, well, you've already invested in your infrastructure. You've already spun up these VNets and these VPCs. Why not use them? And so that's one of the things they're doing, because they're, they have spokeless technologies. Like, you do not have to go out and deploy a virtual asset to your, wherever your location is in order to manage it. You can do everything natively. And it's all done through the GUI. So you don't have to worry about, using Terraform to do all kinds of ridiculousness on the back end. And then what happens when your Terraform scripts drift from each other? Oh, we tweaked something over here because it runs a little bit faster. And then 3 tweaks down the road, it doesn't work the way that it did before. So essentially what you're doing is, with these 3 tools, they all kind of do something a little bit differently. We start out, Transit Builder allows you to just do drag and drop stuff all over the place and build the architecture together. Great. The Cloud Tracer is important because what it does is it allows you to troubleshoot when that mess happens. But it can also tell you everything that's going on in the system. It can look at the way things are being deployed. It can help you kind of create these archives of the Terraform scripts that were doing things and unwind all the mess, so that if something goes unaccording to plan, what have you. And also, these tools allow you to kind of do a test of the system to make sure that the changes are going to get checked in properly. So that allows you to, deploy things more efficiently when you can pop up the results and go, see, it isn't going to break anything. But the part that I really loved was the adaptive service insertion. This was an interesting idea, being able to kind of craft these, intent-based business security needs and deploy them. Something as simple as, where do we want the firewall to go? Well, normally people are like, oh, well, I need to put it right here at this choke point. Why do you need to put it at a choke point? Why can't you just firewall a flow? And that's what Prosimo is offering you. By doing service insertion per flow, I can say this PCI credit card data is in the firewall. This user-facing traffic that's just getting dumped out to TikTok isn't. Now, where that's valuable to me, and I'm actually, there'll be an article coming out about this very soon, is this idea of a firewall not as a choke point, but as a cost choke point. Because one of the things that I love about the cloud is not only does it allow you to fail quickly, it allows you to run up a really huge bill because it won't break. It will just keep growing. And so that was one of the things that the Prosimo folks were talking about. Is like, yeah, we've had some customers who called us and went like, yeah, our cloud firewall bill last month was insane, because instead of it falling over like a physical firewall, it just kept adding on to the instances to be able to keep this traffic going, and we don't want to pay for that. So I think that there's a lot of real benefits here, and I'm very excited to kind of see where this technology goes and how it's being adopted in a variety of ways. And like I said, check out gestaltit.com very soon for a write-up on some of the cool stuff that I learned and kind of my perspective on where it's going with some of the security aspects and things like that.